Well, I spend uh, probably at least 12 hours a day on my feet, and I every minute that I work, I'm on my feet, and I'm a tall person,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to have like insoles in my shoes, or my back will go out just from the amount of weight and force I'm putting on mine. I would recommend to you, and I've not talked to you about this before. Have you thought of a penis reduction? Because I know you're lugging around that hog, and that is got to be killing you.
That is slander, sir. That is slander. I don't think they could take off anymore, bro. No, no. Cut to the. This is real deep cut, but the guy's like, it's normal sized. But yeah, yeah. I mean, you would think that from this article that I read and I sent you, right? Like,
I thought that's what this picture that you posted was also having to do with the angle of your dangle and you dropping a load there. And I guess the counterweight would be if you had to get like a Brazilian butt job.
yeah,
Like,
well, no, see, that's the plug. That's the weighted plug because you see, there's a lot of like, you got to balance it out. You know, these are such heavy loads. You really got to balance it out with something in the back door.
that's not an arrow, it's a foxtail.
A foxtail, yeah. Did you ever see that meme of the person who's like in like a store and they got like one of those going on and like the caption was like all it takes is one curious kid and you're like
Pull the
clean up
tail.
an aisle or whatever.
Oh, and
Oh.
I'm pretty sure on the diagram here, the red square is your prostate.
Yeah, and that's where all the tension is. That's where the magic happens. That's where the magic
Yeah,
happens. No,
it's a helpful diagram.
this so for years we've been told not to use our backs when lifting, but according to Mia Inman's research, your back is actually designed to lift loads like a crane. So instead of lifting with your legs, maybe the real advice should be to train your damn back to handle it.
That seems counterintuitive. Like, I'm pretty sure I know my entire life I've been told you lift with your knees, you don't lift with your back
It's a
because that's
myth.
how you hurt your back.
Is it a myth? Is it a myth? Do we just need to rethink how we train our bodies?
Oh, see, here's what it is. I think you are able to lift with your back. You're just not able to lift with your arms if you're using your back. So if you use arms while you lift with your back, then your back goes out. But if you're somehow able to just carry stuff with your back,
Well, so in the 1980s, New Zealand's Accident Compensation Corporation, ACC, launched a campaign to reduce back injuries, emphasizing the phrase, don't use your back like a crane. This advice became mainstream, instructing people to avoid bending at the hips and instead use their legs when lifting. The campaign's goal was to prevent injuries, but Inman argues it was misleading and oversimplified. And I think I've got a chart here that can show us where we went wrong. Can you see that? Can you see that, Joe?
I see that. I see that fulcrum.
Yeah, look at that fulcrum there. See,
Shake that
that's
fulcrum.
that's where the magic happens.